Hey everyone, we hope you all are safe at your homes. So, this is the second part of our video on internships. So, without any further ado, let's get started. How to apply for an internship? The application process for an internship can be rigorous in detail. Since competition is often high, particularly in industries such as law, we'll recommend you a step-by-step procedure which you should follow while applying for your internships. First, at least 5 to 6 months before your vacations begin, make a list of 5 to 10 places or even more where you would want to intern. Second, if you have a placement committee in your college, ask them when and how they will process the internship applications. You should apply for an internship at least 5 to 6 months in advance. So say if you want to intern in June, you should apply at least by the end of December or the start of January. Although some organizations might insist that you apply at a later date, and this may differ from organization to organization. Third, if you do not have a placement committee in your college, don't worry. You are a law student. You are supposed to do research your entire professional life. Here also, you need to follow the same. You can Google these shortlisted organizations, find out their contact details, specifically the internship contact details, which is usually on the careers page of the organization's website. So now, how to apply? You have to email your CV to the concerned email ID with a convincing cover letter written in the body of the email, unless otherwise stated. Some organizations might require you to fill a sample form to apply for an internship or ask for a writing sample. After you have emailed your CV and cover letter, friends, you are supposed to do a regular follow-up once every week. Forward them the email and call them at the office number. In your email, you can say something like, "Dear sir or ma'am, this is just a polite reminder on my internship application." Also friends, in the age where every professional gets thousands of emails each and every day, it is very important to make phone calls. This is because emails can largely go unanswered. You are supposed to be confident while making your phone calls. If you are calling, you can say something like, "Sir, ma'am, my name is XYZ and I had applied for an internship at your organization on this date. Could you please let me know if the same has been processed?" Again, don't forget to be polite and humble during your follow-ups. As an intern, you are at the lowest end of the food chain and the organization is doing you a favor by taking you as an intern and not the other way around. If they tell you to apply some later, apply positively and surely at that particular time. Continue with your follow-ups. What are interns expected to do? The majority of interns will carry out a range of support tasks in a junior role. The specific duties of an internship will vary considerably depending on your employer, the industry, and the type of internship. Unlike conventional employment, internships have an emphasis on training rather than employment itself. Let's understand in specific what legal internships teach you and consist of. Legal internships are primarily research and drafting oriented. Research constitutes an important aspect of any internship, whether it is a law firm or a court internship. Hence, one needs to be well acquainted with various legal research tools. The prominent being Manupatra, LexisNexis, Westlaw, SCC Online, etc. Friends, when it comes to drafting skills, it requires loads of hard work, patience, and perseverance. One needs to be well versed with the various drafting specimens and formatting skills in order to undertake and complete such assignments properly. Apart from these, assignments may include proofreading of various legal documents, observance of court proceedings, making notes on various legal issues, etc. and many other tasks depending on the nature of the internship. Secondly, observe and learn from your co-workers and seniors. How do they manage their time? How do they structure their daily and weekly schedules? How do they manage their clients? Is there a protocol to follow when liaising with clients? How do they decide whether to represent a client or otherwise? What are the processes involved in managing a case? What is involved in the research process for a case and which resources are used? Where do you get those resources? What is the payment structure and how is it collected? These are just some of the questions to which you need to get answers during your internship period. You will know more concerns when you actually get in the field of internship. If you are confused about the duration of your internships, then know that there is no strict rule regarding duration of internship. Sometimes it may be specific to the policy of the institution where one is applying for internship. However, as a general matter of practice, the duration of legal internships usually vary between 3 weeks to 6 weeks. One of the biggest questions that gets asked is whether you'll be paid for your internship. An internship can either be paid or it can be done voluntarily. It depends upon the policy of the institution. As you would expect, internships that pay well are usually the most competitive. Most of the organizations which provide for stipends, especially all the government departments, are a very competitive place to grab your internships. However, stipend should not be the determinant factor in an internship, and it is the experience that should count. It is equally important to notice that sometimes one does not get a paid internship, but the kind of exposure and skill one gets carries a lot of value on your CV. Lastly, friends, I'd like to say that there's not any specific mantra that would work every time and everywhere. But here are some few tips which we have taken from the book of Tanuj Kalia, Law as a Career, which can help you be successful at your internships. Friends, we need to understand that in case we are not from cities like Mumbai, Delhi or Bangalore, which most of us is probably not, then spending 1 to 2 months for internship in these cities might be an expensive affair. If we take in account the lowest possible cost also, then the total cost of PG, food, basic outings and minimal travel might add up to rupees 15,000 to 20,000. So, friends, we'll suggest that you should be very selective about your internships because you're gonna give a lot of your money, value and time for it, and you need to make sure that you derive something good out of it. So friends, as we have promised, here are some few tips which you should keep in mind before applying for an internship. First, research before applying. Arrive at a list of 5 to 10 organizations where you want to intern and do some basic research about the area of work. You can find the information for the same on their website or on websites such as legal500.com, Chambers and Partners, etc. You can also find the information on their LinkedIn account or even Facebook account. Second, apply with a targeted cover letter. Your cover letter for any particular place where you wish to apply should be specific for that particular place or the organization. Third, apply with a targeted CV. As it goes for cover letter, the same goes for CV. Your CV should be tailor-made according to the requirements of the place you are applying to. Highlight your achievements in the human rights field if you are applying for an NGO internship. If you are applying for big law firm internships, highlight your achievements in corporate laws and etc. Fourth, don't forget to do a follow-up on phone. Friends, this is very crucial part. As I've said before, in an age where any professional gets hundreds and hundreds of email in his or her daily life, this is a must. Also, don't forget to be polite and humble while asking about your internships. Fifth, this is a Makhan point, friends. Apply during a non-rush hour period. So, for the months of May and June, most law firms are full of interns, and so are the chambers of most good lawyers in the Supreme Court and High Court, and so are the popular NGOs. December, January is another popular internship period. So, you can get a competitive edge for big places if you apply during non-rush hour periods. So that's it, my friends. We'd like to conclude this video by thanking Dr. Tanuj Kalia, whose book, Law as a Career, proved to be a great information source for this video. If you wish to buy this book, which is a great source of knowledge for any budding law student regarding legal field, then the link for the same is provided in the description box. Also friends, thank you very much for sticking with me till the very end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And until then, see you.